What's going on, guys? My name is Carrie. This is my channel where twice a week I upload videos about manufactured homes. Today I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and that is that mobile home parks, they're back. They're gaining popularity, and you're about to find out why. My theory on the increased population is pretty simple and revolves around two key factors: location and price. So let's start with location. If you think about the last mobile home park boom, it was going on in the 70s and 80s. So these parks were being built on what was then the outskirts of town. And now here we are, 40 to 50 years later, the towns have grown. And now what used to be the outskirts of town in some areas is just an amazing location by a golf course down by the water, but it was too far out of town before. Now you're right in the thick of things, and it's just a great place to live. The second piece is the price. So everybody knows that the prices in real estate have gone up over the last 40 or 50 years and really shot up in the last 10. Prices in mobile home parks in the nice locations have gone up as well, but they're still relatively affordable compared to what people are paying to be in these locations outside of the mobile home parks. So people are figuring it out, and they're saying, wait a minute, I can be closer to the lake for less money and have as much space and a nice little yard, or I can be right beside the golf course for that price. So this is what's happening, and I'm going to show you firsthand a couple locations I'm working on that this is exactly what we're dealing with. So let's go take a look. That actually had nothing to do with the video, but I ordered 6 smoke bombs off the internet. They arrived this morning and I had to try one out. I don't set one off every time I leave the office. Although that's a world I one day want to live in. Here's the first example of a park just being an amazing location. So our next project is right there. We've got a new house going in there in a couple weeks. No, maybe a month. So I'm gonna take this footpath. We're at Countryside in Samaram. I'm gonna go through these trees. Probably 100 steps from the front door is, look at this. Oh, better be quiet. There's some guys on the green. That's the first hole of the Samaram golf course. Those guys are up at the second. So that's what I'm talking about. The location is absolutely perfect. There's literally nowhere in town here that you can be right on the golf course with a house. These aren't on the golf course, but I mean, you don't get much closer. Next, I'm going to show you another project that the exact same thing has happened. All right, here's another example of location and price. So behind me, we've got Sandy Beach Mobile Home Park over in Vernon, BC, a place I've got a project going on, new house coming the end of October. Up in the hills, you can see lots of new construction. Those are probably $700,000 to $800,000 houses. I'll look it up. But what does that tell me? That tells me that this is a very desirable location. You've got houses that are near $1 million being built in the hills. So this was once, when this park was built, considered the outskirts of town, but since Vernon has grown out, now it's a desirable place to live. And the best part, wow, the best part is what I'm looking at. Try not to get hit by a car. Crossing the street, look at this, right across the street from Sandy Beach. This is what we're dealing with. Can you imagine? Look at that. How does a location get better than that? The other thing I forgot to mention is the limited supply of mobile home parks. So since they were originally built in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, there hasn't been many new ones. And now that the price of single family homes has gone up so much, they're becoming a good option for people, and those people are finding these amazing locations like I showed you today. But not many mobile home parks are being built. The land that's available for them, the city councils would rather see that land used for other purposes, which is fine. And I know this firsthand because a couple years ago, I tried to rezone a property in Salmon Arm to build a 60-unit mobile home park, and I was turned down 4-3, and that's okay. Look at this picture though. I think it was taken the exact second that they turned me down. I wish I would have had a 6-pack of smoke bombs right there so I could have. To sum it up, mobile home parks are becoming a very popular housing option because location. A lot of them are in amazing locations. The price, you can't beat the price, they're affordable, and they're in the amazing locations. And third is the limited supply. So they're not making any more of these things. If you find a good one, you want to live there, act on it, because I think as single family home prices continue to rise, these things are just going to become more and more popular for people to live in. That's all I've got for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.